this evening happen, please join me in welcoming Gidon Ariel for a few words.
Thank you very much, Ilan. It's really a pleasure to see all of the familiar faces here. It's really more of a pleasure to see the unfamiliar faces here. That means that there are more people moving into Maale, Adumim, and that's always wonderful, especially people moving from Chutz La'aretz, where the lingua franca is English, or is it the lingua English is franca? So tonight I have the opportunity, of course, coming back to the home of my heart here in Mitzvah Nevo and in the Nachalat Yehuda Beit Knesset, and this is also the shtetl that I give the Beit Torah from. But this is also an opportunity for me to finally, after close to 20 years in Maale Adumim, to talk politics unabashedly. Of course, Danon will be speaking on a national level, but I think it's very important for you all to listen to what he has to say and to recognize the important challenges that are facing us here as Israelis, as English-speaking Israelis, and to try to think how we can actually do something about that. That is a question that has been aching my heart since I made Aliyah over 36 years ago, and I finally came to the conclusion about 10 years ago that the way to have more impact, have more bang for the buck, as it were, is not only, of course, to vote in national elections where your vote, together with about 6 million or 4 million other votes, makes a tiny dent in the national elections and the outcome of the government and of the Knesset, but also inside the Likud. The Likud is the only nationalist leadership Democratic party in Israel. So for the price of membership, you can be one of some 100,000 or so members and make a big impact inside the Likud. In other words, the internal elections inside the Likud, for example, deciding who's going to be on the list, is Danon, who we'll be hearing tonight. Will he be number 5 on the list as he was in the most recent primaries? Or will he be down closer to 20? Or will he be up to number 1 or to number 2? That you can make a big impact when you are one of those more or less 100,000, and really about 50% of them only come to vote. So your vote is really worth about, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 times as much as the regular voting in the national elections. Not to mention the local elections as well. Somebody had to get up and move out of Maale Adumim, but as I said, as the leader of the minority in the local Likud branch, I had a very good chance of being on the city council this time. You do what you can do, and maybe somebody else will take my place. I will definitely therefore at this juncture, I will encourage you all to listen to Dan tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to bring other important leaders of the Likud here to Maale Adumim over the next few months and years. And consider, if you aren't already, joining one of the hundreds of Likud members in Mitzvah Nevo. We have about 300 members in Mitzvah Nevo, and but we have closer to about 2,000 18-year or older adults here in Mitzvah Nevo, so we've got a lot more to do. And the more that we have members of the Likud, the better it will be for us, for you all, as residents of Mitzvah Nevo and greater Mitzvah Nevo, and Sotayim and all the rest. I know my people. And I'd also, at this point, also like to point out that we have with us 4 members of the Likud Central Committee. Here's Gidon Ariel and Aryeh Bloomberg, and I saw Zev Ornstein as well. 4 of the 8 members of our faction in the Central Committee. My friend Dr. Yitzhak Klein also sent his apologies that he couldn't be here tonight. And there are 3 or 4 more that I don't remember offhand. That's not a good politician, he always remembers all the names. But what's special about this is that you do not have to be an activist in politics in order to join the Likud. You just have to want to support, to fargin, somebody who is an activist. So again, consider joining the Likud, especially now. It's very important because there's a good chance that in 16 months, which is the cutoff point for the elections in internal primaries. If you join now, you'll be able to vote in 16 months. And also, if you already are a member, then I have a feeling that some of us already have 18 or 19 or 20-year-old children. So consider having them join as well. And again, appreciate it very much. I've got here the membership forms, and it's my pleasure to introduce once again, to bring to the podium, my very good friend Danon. Bevakasha.
Shalom. מדברים עברית? English. Okay, we do it in English.